Hey, everybody. So, did you see this No Kings protest? Now, if you were to listen to the legacy media, the mainstream media, the left stream media, I guess that's redundant, you would think that this was a huge success. And true, they did manage to hold a series of protests, I guess anywhere from 50 to 50,000 people, depending on the city. And of course, the 50,000 is their number, but hey, I'll give it to them. But I went to one of the bigger No Kings protests, and holy cow, that thing was low energy. Those people were not happy. It was a mopey group of drones. They were like zombies slowly going down the street, mindlessly chanting the same old phrases. Hey, ho, Trump. What does they say? Hey, hey, ho, ho, Donald Trump has got to go. I mean, nothing original. And also, I have been to protests in the past, and sometimes those people, you can at least see why they do it. Like they're sometimes kind of fun or crazy or wild. This was none of those things. This was just mopey and mostly elderly people, late middle age like myself at best. Anyway, I've talked about it enough. Why don't I just, guys, I talked to a few people there, because why not? I'm a social guy. So let's just watch some of this, see what the actual No Kings protesters had to say in their own words.
I mean, I think it's a fair comparison. ICE is like the Gestapo. Unofficially, they received their orders from Stephen Miller, a proud, outspoken Nazi.
I am here because, as a Jew, I have had it with this anti-Semite in the White House using my identity as a shield to install himself as a king and a tyrant.
He's an egotistic narcissist who only cares about himself, and everything he does stems from that. There's no number one issue. It's all the issues, I think, right? What would you say?
He is a convicted felon with no sense of shame.
Especially, he's inexperienced with politics, as he doesn't know anything of how the government actually works. Like, the government actually works with checks and balances. And, like, he has no experience with that.
Well, it brought me the fact that if there are problems with Donald Trump, I would love Donald Trump to know that I would like to be his problem so he can take me to the White House.
Wait, say that again?
I'm going to become Donald Trump's problem so he can take me to the White House. Hey, baby.
My main issue with him is he's racist and he's in it for his own money and his family, and he doesn't care about people and the country.
Donald Trump is a hypnotic politician. His politics bypass the logical part of the brain and hit you right in the hypnotic part. If you listen to the way he speaks, da-da, 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 the cadence of his voice and the tone of his words, it's hypnotic. It's designed to hypnotize people. He has it in common with a lot of politicians. Mao did this. Putin does it. A lot of other politicians whose names I don't want to mention did it. And that's what's the most scary about Donald Trump, is that it's hypnotic politics, that this is a hypnotic cult that we're dealing with. Not something.
Howdy. So what brought you to the march?
Peace.
And what are there any issues that inspire you to come here?
Peace.
With any final message?
Peace and love.
All right, so yeah, there you go. So as you can see, there is a common theme. They all seem to be convinced that Donald Trump was a dictator, or he was Adolf Hitler, or he was a king. And one little note, that last guy, the peace and love guy, love and peace, he was one of the least crazy people there. Now, when this thing finally ended, it just everyone just sort of dispersed. So of the 20,000 that were there in New York, that's my estimation, everyone just sort of dispersed, low energy dispersal. Maybe 300-400 people stuck around, and they gave speeches to each other, took turns sharing the bullhorn. Take a look at this.
In 2020, women mobilized into the streets and want justice for George Floyd and got Donald Trump defeated in the election.
But yeah, that's pretty much what it was. It was literally the most low energy, lame, depressing event that I've probably ever seen. And not to stereotype anyone, but I will. It wasn't just liberals. It was like the most low self-esteem kind of people you ever saw. So I don't know if people with low self-esteem are naturally attracted to this, if this is all that's left of the Democrat Party, or did Donald Trump just break them? Are liberals broken, so they all just have low self-esteem? I don't know. I'll let you figure it out. But final thoughts. So after the big success, and really just after the big failure of this, they are announcing another No Kings protest on July 4th. So I will be there to cover that. I'll try to capture more of the craziness. Oh, and then, yeah, one final thought before I go. I did go to this event. I didn't go with the intention of reporting on an event that I was going to say was low energy. I was hoping that there would be chaos and energy and excitement, and I would be there as a journalist to cover it. But none of that happened. So that's pretty much what I'm predicting for July 4th. This will not be like the BLM murder riots where they just burn down police stations and kill people. This is a much different affair. This is sort of middle-aged, low self-esteem, white liberals. A lot of this is protests against the ICE raids, which, to be honest, to generalize, I think a lot of the black community that might have been tolerant of or even accepted the BLM murder riots is just not on board with a movement that's supporting illegal aliens over Americans. So anyway, that's my final thoughts. If you guys like the channel, I'm going to start trying to do this more, but by all means, please like, comment, and subscribe, whatever platform you're seeing this on. Until next time, this is Neil News Network. Good day.